Hey, if you've ever wondered how to get unstuck as quickly as humanly possible so that you can hit your goals, make more money, and at the end of the day, build a much more profitable business for you and your family, stick around and watch today's video through until the very end, as in today's video, I'm about to share with you the simple formula for getting unstuck no matter what the problem so that you can get momentum and at the end of the day, get maximum results. Now, if this is your first video, my name is Misha Wilson, and over the course of the last few years, I've done nearly $20 million in total sales online. And I've been stuck quite a few times throughout that process. I've had good times, I've had bad times, and this is the exact formula and the exact process that I'm about to share, where every time I get stuck, I focus on executing upon this, and it's what systematically gets me out of being stuck and into results each and every single time. Now, as always, if you get value, don't forget to let me know in the comments section below what your biggest takeaway is from this video. I love reading each and every single comment, and I try to reply to every single one as well. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up button so that you're notified when I do more videos just like this. With that said, let's go ahead and dive right in.
Welcome to the Misha Wilson Show, where we show you how to create massive success online so you can enjoy the lifestyle of your wildest dreams.
All right, so this video is actually spawned from working with a client last week, or inspired from working with a client last week. And I was talking with this person, and they were just in a space in their business where they weren't seeing the type of progress that they had expected to see, which is a trap in of itself, and that's a whole different video for a whole different day. But they weren't seeing the type of progress in their business that they were expecting to see, while simultaneously they were focusing on all the wrong things that, as a result, was keeping them more and more and more stuck on a daily basis and getting them more and more and more frustrated on a daily basis, which leads to a point of being stuck and frustrated, which leads to being more stuck and more frustrated. And the more stuck you are, the more frustrated you are, and it's a vicious cycle that many people get into, but very few people get out of. And essentially what my client had done, just kind of for the story behind it, what my client had done is my client had set, firstly, false expectations of the result, the effect that they were trying to get, right? So they had this big result in mind that they thought they should get by this point in time in their journey, and they weren't necessarily hitting that result quite yet. And when they weren't hitting that result, instead of focusing on all the different activities, all the different inputs that if they focused on would help them get closer to that result, the only thing they were focused on over and over and over again was the result itself, was the thing that they were trying to get to, the place that they were trying to get to, but they weren't at yet. And metaphorically, that's kind of like, playing a basketball game or playing a football game or whatever sport you play, kind of like playing your favorite sport and wanting to win the match, but instead of focusing on playing every single point with intention, instead of focusing on shooting every single shot with intention, instead of playing and locking down defensively, locking down offensively, focusing on your mental game like you would if you were playing a sporting event, it's kind of like you're sitting there on the court frustrated that you're not winning, and the solution is staring up at the scoreboard, hoping the scoreboard changes, and being frustrated the scoreboard isn't changing when you're not even necessarily playing the match. All right, this is what so many people in our marketplace unfortunately do with their online business, and they don't even really realize it, right? They say, I want to make 6 figures in my business, and then they don't get to 6 figures quickly, and so they just look at the fact that they aren't making 6 figures, and they obsess about the fact that they aren't getting to the result of 6 figures, and then based on the fact that they're obsessing, they're frustrated, and they're let down, they're disappointed, that's how they wake up, that's how they approach their day. They approach their day from a place of disappointment, frustration, and not getting results. Then they get more frustrated, less results, and more disappointment, and it just kind of spirals into oblivion. All right. Now, in order to reverse the trend, you have to do one thing and one very simple thing. And very simply, it's about playing every single point metaphorically with intention, and it's about focusing on all of the various causes that if you execute upon will get you to your effect or your result. All right, so success in business, success in sports, success in the gym, success in anything in life comes down to a cause and effect relationship, right? Unless you win the lottery, and that's literally zero cause and effect, although you could argue that, hey, they bought the lottery ticket, so it's kind of cause and effect. There's a bunch of luck, but it's kind of cause and effect, right? They bought the tickets. But everything else in life, it comes down to, are you focusing on the inputs in order to get the output? And so whenever I'm stuck, whenever I'm not hitting a goal that I want to hit yet, whenever I'm not to a place that I want to be yet in my business, getting a result that I want to get yet in my business, instead of focusing on the fact that, God, I'm not getting the result. God, I'm frustrated because I'm not there yet. God, the outcome isn't coming yet. It isn't coming fast enough. It isn't coming as fast as I expect it to come, and so on and so forth. What I do systematically, predictably, repeatably is I focus on the causes. I focus on all the small little things. I focus on all the inputs on a daily basis, and I focus on those in the most regimented way humanly possible. And I do that literally each and every single day, and I completely and totally ignore the output, the effect, the result, until I've executed upon those inputs enough in order to go ahead and get the result. All right, so as an example, we've had times in our business where for one reason or another, we've hit a brick wall with the amount of buyers that we can generate, right? We've had Facebook ad accounts shut down overnight, and holy crap, our buyer flow literally is completely turned off. Now, instead of focusing on, God, I don't have buyers. God, I need more buyers. God, I should be at 150 buyers a day, not 70 buyers a day. God, I should be at 250 buyers a day. This is driving me nuts. Instead of focusing on the fact that I'm not at the effect and getting the result yet, what I focus on is, all right, in order to get there, I need to place Facebook ads with a new business manager. So I need to get a new business manager, a new ad account. I need to create new scripts. I need to create a new sales funnel. I need to, consistently produce ads. I need to place 10 different ads. I then need to find the winner. Once I find the winner, I need to do more ads like that. And if I do all of those things over the course of a month, I can get back up to the point where I'm bringing in the result, the effect that I want to go ahead and bring in. And so what I'll do for that period of time when I'm feeling stuck is I'll completely and totally ignore over here, right? Now, if it's something where you don't want to ignore the fact that you have no money coming in, and from there end up in a total cash flow nightmare, end up going out of business. So I'm not necessarily saying that, obviously, right? But what I am saying is don't obsess that you aren't necessarily to the promised land yet. Instead, obsess about taking the steps on a daily basis to help you get where you're trying to go. And realize that every single day, as long as you take the steps, as long as you take the 3 to 5 steps a day to get where you're trying to go, that day was a success. Just because you're not at your end goal yet does not matter in the sense of, was the day a success? And if you take those 3 to 5 steps on a daily basis to get to your desired end result, and you do it consistently and predictably, repeatably, over and over and over again, sooner or later, you will get there. And when you get there, once again, you will get the result that you want to get. So remember, you will never win the game by staring at the scoreboard. All right, if you are behind in the game, you will never get back into the game by staring at the scoreboard. The only way to create success is to focus on the things that, when executed upon consistently and predictably, will get you to your desired end result. And whenever you're stuck, ignore the fact that you're stuck. Ignore the fact that your outcome isn't perfect. Ignore the fact that you aren't quite where you want to be quite yet. Focus on all the various inputs. Execute upon those inputs consistently, predictably, over and over and over again. And it becomes a matter of when you're successful and not if. With that said, I hope you got a ton of value out of today's video. If you did, as always, let me know in the comment section below what your biggest takeaway was from today's video. And don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that bell icon notification button so that you're notified when I do more videos just like this.